617-830-4750 is the number. Our next caller is from the 804 area code. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, David. Long time, first time, long time caller, first time listener.
Long time caller, first time listener.
Dakota
That's interesting. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's just a funny little. I just have a quick question. Do you think that the recent call from the left, or not really the left, but people more left-leaning for more diversity in like our workplaces and stuff like that, in media and everything, do you think that that can come off as like an anti-white sentiment? Because it just seems that, like, you know, there was a big news story the other day about this MTV video that they put out about, you know, there's like dear white guys and like and everything like that. And it just seemed it just came off weird, and it wasn't opening up a conversation. It was just adding more to a more like with. I guess what I'm trying to say is like the call for diversity is creating more divisiveness. So what I'm saying is like, do you think that's a call for anti-whiteness?
Got it.
This like
yeah. So I heard about the MTV ad. I didn't see it, so I can't comment on that specifically. What you're talking about is there's a difference between identity politics in its destructive form and the sort of understanding that we do have different people in our country, and it would be great for all groups to feel as though they're a part of society, that they're represented in society, etc. I think we're dealing with two different things here. So number one, I've been very critical of the destructive types of identity politics that focus exclusively on what categories people are in as a sort of basis for seeing the world, policy, etc. Now, somebody might hear me say that and say, well, David, you seem like you're just a white guy, so obviously to you that doesn't make sense because you've never been the victim of that type of thing. Believe me, before I spoke English without an accent, when I first came to the United States as an immigrant from Argentina, I experienced what it's like to be the immigrant that people make fun of because he doesn't speak English. And although I completely now am perceived as just another white American, my actual identity is different than that. So to write off my experience, I think would be a mistake. So number one, from a logistical perspective, I've made it very clear that overplaying identity politics for the left is not only not logical logistically, because it's not a good way to win elections, but I think it can also be divisive. The counter to that is I do not believe the movements that claim that white Christian men are the newly discriminated against people in a position that is the opposite of having default power in the United States. Thanks for watching this video. Before you watch the next one, remember, we're raising money to expand the David Pakman Show Big League, as well as expand progressive activism. Go to davidpakman.com/donate. Donations of any size are much appreciated.